What's up everyone, it's DV, and today I'm showing you my new island I've been working so hard on. Look how awesome, wait, no, I'm just kidding. This is actually Fossilwhite's island. So Fossil agreed to work with me on making this effects video. I wanted to show you how to make a couple things. She's actually one of my islands build contest winners, and her islands are usually awesome. So she actually made this very quickly, in fact, a lot faster than I could do, and just show off some cool effects that you can put on your island. So this is an islands build tutorial video. So I'm going to show you and break down some cool methods for us to be able to do this, but say hello to Fossilwhite and be sure to follow her on Roblox. I mean, she makes some crazy great builds, and we're also going to hang out and see what this island looks like at night because she's made some really cool lighting effects. Before I begin, if you don't mind hitting that like button and subscribing if you're new, that would be awesome. And don't forget to listen to your mom because, you know, she might tell you, Cal looks pretty tired. It's been working all day. All right, so let's go jump into this. So first, let's go and look at this waterfall here. And the sun is going down very quickly, in fact. So we might actually be able to see the nighttime pretty quickly here. So this is actually how she does her waterfalls. So you can see here, she uses like black coal. It looks like a blue block, but it's actually black coal. And then she puts pretty much just stained blue glass in front of the black coal, and it makes it look like a dark blue where the water kind of comes out with a little cave. And then she mixes, you know, basically just plain glass with stained blue all the way down, and just kind of like puts it at the edges. So you can see she puts it a little bit darker at the edges here. And then she puts it like, so you know, you can see it kind of goes in the edge. And the other thing you're probably noticing here is a silvery looking block. Well, it's actually just carpet. So this is white carpet on top of stone. So you can see this is stone, and it gives it really cold, and it gives it like this really icy metallic look. So it kind of feels like a snow like mountain. So it gives you a nice little snow effect on what you see typically. So, you know, I know that they just came out with like these new snow blocks and all that, and that's cool. But, you know, when you have this kind of effect, it looks even more like snow in my opinion. Like the new snow block actually looks good for like maybe snowpack. So if you're going to do like a snow mountain or something like that, or doing like even this would have been probably cooler with the snow than the actual iron blocks. But this over here looks a lot more like snowfall on top of a mountain, very Minecraft-like. And then she pretty much just uses these slabs here to give it a little bit of an overhang, and then the stairs, get used to stairs. And then she put a couple trees. I wish we had like maybe like kind of frost trees. That would have looked, you know, pretty cool. But and then you can see inside of here, she actually puts some lighting and pretty much just put like scattered blocks. So let me see if I can get in here. So she's going to show us inside. So it's a nighttime effect that actually looks really cool. Look at that snowflake, dude. Giant snowflake. This is what it looks like from above. That looks really cool. So yeah, she's going to show us inside the waterfall in here. So we're going to try to get in there so we can go down. And then I can show you how she built this. So she basically used coral. So, you know, it's pretty much just open air in here, but it gives you kind of this feel that it's water or aquatic. And so she uses a little bit of, so you can see here, there's like stone. She also uses clay, just plain clay at the very, very bottom to get a little, it gives you kind of like a little bit of a blue hint compared to stone, because stone is just really like gray, dark gray, kind of silvery. And that works really good for like different lights and stuff. But you can see over here, she's also got, you know, this coral over here. She also uses dead trees, dead bushes, I mean. And that's a good use of dead bushes because, you know, typically you don't use dead bushes inside water or anything. I mean, they're a desert plant and it's very dry, but you can see it looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it. And she just kind of mixes in like a little bit of glass down here every now and then. So that's a really cool looking effect. So let's get out of here, and you can see for, you know, above what it looks like. And then a key important thing is to mix in these like blue blocks, these blue glass blocks, and or glass stained glass or whatever. It just kind of breaks up the white. So you can see she just kind of scatters it around. You'll never see it too close. You don't see like two of them stacked on each other. And then, you know, she also puts in like sometimes they're like one block down. So they're not all on the top level. You see like only a couple of them are on top level like this. You can kind of see it from here by angling it. There's only these, and then you go under, and then you can see she's got a bunch of them right here too. And so she just kind of does one layer there, and she just kind of randomizes it. And then there, you can see there's some sea lanterns down there too. There's one right there. There's one right there, and you wouldn't even notice them, but they're in there. And it gives you that nice underwater kind of lighting effect. It looks cool. And then over here, oops, let me out. You can see up here, she uses these like little fence posts for the lanterns. So, you know, there's again a reason to use these because right now most people don't even use these. They usually go for the big lamp post, which I think this looks better than the giant lamp post, and it's very subtle, but they're up here, and it feels very like feels kind of like a trail, like kind of a trail feature. And then over here, she's got this like little light, like almost like it's not quite a snow globe, but she's got a globe over here, and you can see she just does like a radius. So you go right here, and then you step up 3, another one right there, and then you go across 5, and, you know, pretty much goes down the same way. And then she did it on the same side, and then she filled in the corners. So it's basically just a little sphere. It gives you a little bit of that snow globe look, so this is pretty cool. And then she does use hedges for this. I don't think you need these, but if you want to, you can. And you'll notice she always puts like a different, she kind of scatters her blocks. She doesn't do square or rectangular kind of shapes. You'll notice she always goes like corners. She always rounds things, so nothing's nothing's ever straight across. It's always like a little bit of zigzags. You can see like this is just kind of like, except for this right here, she did it right here. But typically you'll see she kind of goes out a little bit and then back in, and then she makes these like sharper edges, and then she always does these things. And it's just part of it. It's kind of like making pixel art if you think about it. You know, you never have like she didn't make this a big square, for example. It looks really cool. And then you can see she also bordered this with, instead of she probably could have used snow if she wanted to, kind of like this. Actually, this is white carpet still. Again, she made this before we got the snow block, so I'm sure if we had the snow block, she would have used snow right here. And then over here, she's got this kind of cool looking ice skate. I think this is like a new arena she did, because this wasn't here before. But after ice came out, she kind of started using snow, so she made a little ice ring, kind of just like a little frozen pond, which is kind of a cool looking look. I mean, that's a pretty cool look. And so this is not quite an effect, but it's just nice little detail. But now we're going to continue back with our effects. So again, this is the waterfall effect or water effect, and there's other ways to do this as well. I'm going to show you on my island how to do a couple, methods like this. And you probably remember my old island looked really cool with that pond. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a bit. And then let's go over into her secret area. Okay, where's the dragon's den? Okay, we're going to the den. All right, we're going to go to the dragon now, which is kind of a little hidden like secret zone over here. And then you see this right here. It says dragon's den, enter at your own risk. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so you drop down here and you continue to go to the deep. And see, dude, this is such a cool effect, by the way. This is totally like something out of Hobbit. And see all like the treasure room and stuff. She makes this look like little stacks of gold. That's a great use for coral. Otherwise useless, block. No one cares about that for the most part until you put it in a gold room. Then it just looks like gold. See, look at the hickory trees. She made the hickory trees look like little trophies or treasures. So that's another great way of making things, like she just puts like these lights in here. Like, see the red lights? The red lights make things a little bit more orange and gold. So putting the red lights is a great idea so it doesn't feel too cold. So she put gold, pretty much in it. And also makes it feel a lot warmer because this is like you're close to heat, right? So you got to use red for heat. And then look at this. Look at this lava. It is so cool looking. This is the coolest lava I've seen. This looks so neat. I have never seen lava look like this. And I like the little use of this. It kind of feels like it's like, kind of dried, not dried, but cooled down lava. So the coal blocks, look like it's just magma, not magma, but like actual lava. Like I forgot what they call it, but it definitely adds to it. If she didn't have that, it would look kind of fake, but having these coal blocks in here really helps. And then you can see like the lights. I don't even know what kind of lights she has in here. We're going to look in a second, but we're going to break that down for you. And then so she basically used under this red here is pretty much my standard build would always be red clay. And then right on top of that is a red stain, basically red stained glass block. And then over here, same thing. And then a yellow glass block. And you can see some of them aren't even like, some of them don't even have glass on top of them. And that's important to break things up. So it doesn't look, pretty much the same repeated over and over. And then she does use the honeycomb, which I think the honeycomb block looks amazing. I always thought that would look good. And then of course the sandstone in here is a good, like little scaly kind of look. And then it looks like some, I don't know if that's gold block. I think that looks like carpet. Yeah, that's a carpet block. And so that's yellow carpet. And then there's light sources. I want to show you the light sources. And then over here, while she's doing, this is like, these are actual honey blocks too. And look at this egg. This is a dragon egg. So it's no longer a golden egg. It's a dragon egg. It looks so cool. So super, super cool. And then she's showing us the light sources now so we can see what's behind here. That's making it so bright. Just to find it. There we go. So you can see she's just using a standard firefly. So standard firefly lights. And then there's one behind here too. So you just hide those behind your blocks. So it's just a bunch of firefly lights, wall lamps. There's another one up there. That's a white one. So it looks like she's just kind of scattering a little bit of the white and the yellows. And then red as well to give a little bit of the heat. So again, it's not the cheapest build to make. This certainly cost her a lot to make, or at least took a long time to make, because think about how much red and yellows and all these like the redstone or the sandstone's easy. Obviously the sandstone's no problem. Red is just a little bit expensive. Yellow is kind of a pain in the butt. The honey blocks are kind of a pain in the butt. And then you can see she's used some gold blocks up here and then mixed it in with honey to kind of break it up. That looks really cool. Down here she just kind of focused more scaly because it's supposed to be dragon, more dragon-like. So it looks a little bit more scaly down here. She just kind of scattered the different block colors in here. And then again, light sources, pretty much standard light sources. You want to use reds and yellows. You can use whites if you really, really want to brighten things up even more. Typically, I don't like to do that. It creates this kind of, it kind of exaggerates this bloom. See the bloom? The bloom is basically, see how the lights come out and it gets really bright, almost to a blinding standpoint, or it just looks kind of blurry. That would be called, that's called a bloom effect. So I don't really like too much bloom, but she doesn't have too much bloom here that it makes, me blinded. And then you can see like usually the big problem whenever people do too much bloom is look at my face and look at my shirt. It kind of does it to everything in the area. So if you have like a hallway with too much bloom, it's a bad idea. And this is just a really, really nice shiny looking room. This is a really great way to do do fire. So take a look at this again. I would highly recommend, you know, anytime you're doing fiery kind of stuff, to take a look at this. And, you know, if you're doing like thrusters, on the other hand, if you're doing stuff like thrusters, like a rocket launcher or missile, you can do the same kind of effect, but you're going to want a lot more bloom because it's going to be brighter than this. This is more lava. So lava is supposed to be not overly bloomy and too bright. So you're going to have a lot more reds and yellows. Whereas like a rocket, you can have a little bit of that, but you also want it to be a lot more bloom to give off that sense of like thrust, I guess, if you want to call it that. But yeah, that is how you do a mix between snow, ice, and fire or lava. It's a great way to do those effects. I'm also going to be soon showing you how to do things like smoke and fog and all that. And I actually know exactly who to have to show you all that because she does amazing fog and pretty much clouds and smoke. So stay tuned for that video coming up pretty soon. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks again to Fossilwhite for showing off this awesome island. I love the ice and fire. It's very much a Game of Thrones moment. Winter is here. Oh man, they actually I don't even want to talk about Game of Thrones right now. It just makes me sad. It makes me sad. So until next time, take it easy.